Hi everyone, it's EngS. Today we are talking about chapter 7 of And Then There Were None. In chapter 7, the fear starts to shift again. Up to this point, people have mostly been reacting to whatever happens next, but in this chapter, things start to feel a little different. It is not just about shock anymore. It is about what the characters are beginning to figure out. And that is what makes this chapter feel so unsettling. Things are starting to seem less random and a lot more intentional. One thing that really stands out here is the way different people respond to guilt. Some people seem shaken, some seem defensive, and some are almost disturbingly certain of themselves. That is part of what makes chapter 7 so uncomfortable. Sometimes what unsettles us most is not the accusation itself. It is the way someone can talk about the past with no real remorse at all. So, as you read, pay attention not just to what people may have done, but to the way they talk about it now. That often tells us even more. Another important part of chapter 7 is the growing sense that the danger may not be coming from outside. The characters are trying to make sense of what is happening. They want an explanation. They want someone to blame. They want the fear to make sense. But the more they search, the more unsettling the whole situation becomes. Because once there is no clear outside threat, the fear starts turning inward, and that is when mistrust really begins to grow. Today's book mission. First, what feels most disturbing in chapter 7? Guilt, fear, or the complete lack of remorse? Why? Second, choose one character and think about how they talk about the past. What does their attitude reveal? Third, what happens to a group when there is no clear outside enemy to blame? How does that change the way people see one another? Enjoy chapter 7, and I'll see you in the next video.